Hello everyone, and welcome back to a new episode of Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. Playing a Formicid Ice Elementalist of Kybriatos for the 0.18 release tournament. Update on the race status. Elliptic is still well ahead of us. Third and fourth place are not too far behind. They're just a couple experience levels beneath us, I believe, at the moment. So they could pass us, but again, it doesn't really matter. Something you may see, I was just looking at, is like, now that we have a reasonable amount of evocation skill, there's like some stuff I would like to carry with me, and some stuff that I should drop in order to make room for all of these evocables. But I'm not sure exactly what to drop. Amnesia. Yeah. Sure. So I want like a File of Floods, I want a Lamp of Fire, I want a Box of Beasts, I want all that good stuff, right? Where's the File of Floods? It's in Snake. So we'll go get that stuff. What's in there? Just a crystal wall. All right. File of Floods, great. And anything in shops we wanted? Acquirement. Manual of Summonings. Oh, yeah. That would be pretty good. Since we're training summoning anyway right now, like, yeah, let's go pick that up. Oh, you guys remember that? Where was it? That little kill hole we dug right here? These yaks. Those were good times. And what's in party tricks that I wanted? Mostly just apportation, right? I mean, invisibility is good, but I'm not going to invest in it. Yeah, let's just buy both of these things. 2,200 is fine. Memorize. Apportation, yes. Memorize. Shadow creatures, I think, is what we want. More than like abjuration or anything. Yeah, let's get shadow creatures. And let's drop. Well, nothing I'm happy with dropping. I have a lot more Wands of Lightning than I need, really. The manual, yeah. And we'll turn armor down to normal and turn summonings up, I guess, to burn through the book as fast as possible. And shoals? Sure. Actually, just let's see what happens if I switch weapons. Invoking invisibility is at 28. That's pretty reasonable. Okay. So I think we'll actually use this mace for now. At least for shoals. It will be a little bit worse as a weapon. Maybe not that much worse, actually. But just the ability to go invisible at will is really good in shoals where most stuff can't see invisible. Oh, Centaur, you are the terror of many early Kybriatos characters, but right now, with a ton of shields and your reflection, we can just sort of I'm more like you would, a really heavy thing would tread towards them. You would there's a word for like tread menacingly, right? As something heavy. I don't know. I think there's a word for that, but I don't know what I'm thinking of. We just sort of advance on them, and all of their All of their weapons do them no good at all, and in fact damage them instead of us, and they're just looking on hopelessly. What do we even do about this monstrosity? Too late, centaurs. You joined the wrong team. I don't like being in water here, but it's just one merfolk, right? We should be okay. Yeah, he's not even hurting us, really. He's been skewered by manticore barbs. What a sucker. I love it. Oh, wow. Shoals won. What a cakewalk. Cake swim. I don't know. Although, where we are right now is not a good place. Turns out it's fine. Yeah, having a bunch of shields and reflection is real good. Holy word, fine. What books am I carrying and why? I don't really want that. How about this one? I don't really want that either. How are our spells looking? Shadow creatures, not great, but manageable. Ah, hey, he pushed me. Let's slouch him. He walked towards me, fine. Make sure Repel Missile stays up. I don't think Shoals should be too bad. But we still have to be careful because anything in Crawl can get pretty bad if you're not paying much attention. Pair of Ruined Gloves. Honestly, +2 Gloves of Strength are like the best thing I could ask for, so I'm just not gonna even check those out. We already have +2 Gloves of Dex, and I don't want +2 Gloves of Archery. It's like basically the only choices, so. Yeah, these merfolk are all just. Why can't I go over there? Deep water, I guess? I guess as the tide goes out, maybe we can make it. Right now it looks like the tide is coming in. Tide is on the way back out now. I do want to get over there, even though Polyphemus is a bit of a jerk. Well, the tide's coming back in, and I still can't get there, huh? Alright, fine, I'll just go downstairs. Let's just stop picking up stones, please. I have more than I'll ever need. We need about 20. I'm just using them not to do damage, but to get monsters' attention, really. Oh, don't you run away from me. Don't you do it. What can I cast? Maybe some Ice Beasts? She's so hard to track down, even on a character who can move at normal speed. Like, what an annoying monster, right? What am I supposed to do with her? You know what, fine, I'll do... Oh, good work, Ice Beasts. They eventually took care of her. I think sirens are not actually gendered at all. Most monsters in Crawl aren't, as we know. It's like I say her, well, you can imagine it could be a male siren, mythology notwithstanding. The stuff in Shoals used to be like, I think mermaids used to be, merfolk avatars used to be mermaids. But then that was like too gendered, so they took it out and changed the name to something a little bit more neutral, which I appreciate. The dungeon is very egalitarian, and it was a little bit weird to have, one or two places where that wasn't true. Friggin' water nymphs, get out of my life. Oh, no, stand right next to me for as long as you want, though. That's fine. I just don't want them to be far away from me, right? Not existing or being near, those are both fine. Shoals? Shoals continues apace. There we go. There's a nice little kill hole for a change. Can't do that too often in Shoals, so it's nice to see the opportunity when it does arise. And we're still working on armor, which I think is fine, lovely. Summonings, mazes, and flails. These are all things that I want more of, so I am happy to. I just like to double check every so often, make sure that some skill hasn't gone way higher than I intended it to, which does happen fairly often. All right, Shoals 4, here we go. It's going to be a nice short rune video, I hope. But you can never be too sure. Shoals 4 is a bad, bad place. No, don't go through a one-way escape hatch, please. I'm quite glad I put that in. I mean, I did it because I knew I would want it. The feature that allows you can configure it to warn you when you attempt to take a hatch. Because I don't usually pay that much attention to what color the stairs I'm using are. Like, geez, why should I? Summon butterflies and conjure flame. Okay. This is just like a lot of stuff, and I don't like it at all. I'm not sure that I should have done this. I'm exploring a little bit too carelessly in an area where I can't shaft myself. Yeah, make all the butterflies you want, dude. His armor is not that great. Yeah, he seems to be a bit of a pushover. He's going to take a bit of a beating because he is an ogre, but... What do we got in here? The Singing Sword! Adorable. Oh, nice. The Ice Beast killed the Wind Drake. It's amazing how, like, that book, your starting book, like, it has spells that will last you a long time. Like Ice Beast, the Summoning Cap, we're not close to it. Well, okay, we're close, but we've been just, sort of using the same spell, and it's just stronger and stronger, and sort of keeping up with the threats we're encountering. Ooh, a Lamp of Fire, perfect. Alright. Book of Envenomations. No. Javelineer. Let's keep the repel missiles up, huh? That's like my most important spell. Here's Ilsu. Let's be invisible. Oh, and put invisibility on eye. There we go. There we go. Ilsu is like, it's weird. She's one of very few uniques that always appears in a branch. If Shoals exists in your game, you will have a chance to fight Ilsu. And that's not true of many monsters. I guess the Serpent of Hell, kinda, right? There's always a Serpent of Hell somewhere in Hell. There's actually like a lot of monsters on the screen. It doesn't seem like that many because of the color of like monsters who can't see you. I don't know. When it's like, when the color that the text is on is not black, I have trouble picking out sometimes. As I have mentioned, various sorts of text, and that is one. Like I mean, there's lots of colored things I can see. It's just like the stuff in this game seems like the non-black backgrounds and whatever text they put on it, the engine doesn't make sure that there's the right amount of contrast on them, and so it's just like hard to see if you are not great at seeing things. I'm sure it's fine for most people, otherwise it would have been fixed. Ooh. What do I want? My armor is pretty fine. My weapon is okay. I could make a better one, but I think let's just pick a good weapon. Let's ask for a weapon, and we'll get something, a good crafting base, if nothing else. An evening star, really? All right. Oh! Gross, it's fine. Well, we just got contaminated a bit. We got shouting. And we might get another, but like it's fine. I should have just not tried it on because I like there's no way I want an evening star, right? But hello? I'm like just there's a lot of deep water around me. I watched a replay. I was reminded of this by the explosion, the magical explosion that came out of me. Yeah, okay. I can cure these mutations. It's no problem. Or I could just not. Anyway, I saw a player who was the most badly contaminated like any player has ever been. Watched him die that way. He was in the Wiz Lab, Sigatubi's Fleshworks, which is the one with like a bunch of mutation-oriented stuff. And he cleared it, no problem. And there's an area where mutagenic fog. What's this? Mutagenic fog was like just permanently there, and so he would like walk into it and just like stand there, soaking up contam to get the mutations out of it. And then when he was badly contaminated, he would get out of it, wait for it all to wear off, get some new mutations. Ooh. +8, huh? And electricity resistance. It costs us some stats, for sure. But it gets us some armor. I'm okay with this, I think. $36.23 is our current stats, or our current defenses. $31.25. Yeah, I'll switch. We get the electricity resistance. Our spells are a little weaker, but it's fine. We still have a lot of int. And our spells are still basically castable. Ah, stop pushing me, you stupid wind drake. Come on, come closer. Ugh. Oh, let's keep repelled missiles up. That was a big part of the problem, I think. Let's just step towards them here. Got hit by barbs once, but not a big deal. Anyway, so this character was just like scumming mutations. There's the rune in the Wiz Lab getting contaminated, which is like just not a good plan because the mutations that you get from Contam are like skewed very heavily towards being bad instead of being good. So like it just doesn't work to do that to scum for good mutations. Why is she not coming in here? It, right? I mean, it's non-gendered. Anyway, he eventually got so badly contaminated that he blew up in an explosion that covered the entire screen. It was like radius 5 or something humongous like that. And it just did like 160 damage in one explosion or something, and he died. I was reminded of that by my little contamination explosion there, even though mine was, of course, much less severe. Come on, get the merfolk avatar, please. Kirka is here. Not a big surprise, since we saw some hogs. Does she have abjuration? She does. Let's use a box of beasts. There's, I don't think it's out yet. Oops, I did not want to walk into the water. Gross. But there's new tiles that were recently drawn for all of the mutant beasts. I understand that they used to all just look like one generic mutant beast tile or something. And hello, Sword of Power. Can of Worms recently drew new tiles for every different kind of mutant beast, right? Like, so they can be like 5 levels of maturity, right? Larval, juvenile, mature, elder, and primal. And they have 2 of like the 6 different stat types, or not stat types, facets, like ox beast, sting beast, weird beast, fire beast, weird beast, bat beast. I don't know. I probably repeated some and didn't get to all 6. But the point is there's like a lot of different kinds. And so you get things like primal ox sting beasts or whatever. And so he actually drew using like, so that's like 75 different tiles. And he didn't draw them all. He drew like ways to combine facets. Anyway, it looks really cool. And you guys check them out. I don't think they're in tiles yet and won't be for 0.18, but they should be in 0.19 pretty soon once the tournament is over, I think. And they're just really cool, and I like them. And I was reminded of that because I made a mutant beast. All of that, of course, has no particular bearing on our game since we have now got our second rune and are ready to head into depths, I guess? We'll see in the next episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.